Alright, welcome back to Roguetech, and welcome back to your first playthrough. So, I've already covered dropping as quickly as possible as soon as fatigue is up, and the main benefit to that, the biggest benefit in the long term, is building up experience on your Mechwarriors as quickly as possible. I did want to give honorable mention to another thing that could be done in this sort of situation, where we know that we want to get the Argo Beta Pod finished before we travel. And until we travel, essentially, we're not going to be able to get more than just the Stealth, Locust, Bushwhacker, and our 2 vehicles ready to drop. So, one alternative to picking a lower skull mission, dropping on an easy mission, getting a little bit more money or salvage or whatever, a viable option if you're not able to drop at full strength is to just pass time until whatever and get work done. But personally, I prefer, if I'm in orbit of a planet, to drop on missions as much as I can and then focus on the rebuild, refit efforts while traveling. But it is completely viable in this situation to just work on repairing stuff for the 8 days until Argo Beta Pod's up, hire, then travel, and continue and finish working on and building things. But again, I really prefer to, while I'm in orbit of a planet, to get the experience I can on my Mechwarriors. So we're going to wait the 4 days to get the Stealth and Locust up, and then we're going to drop. I just wanted to definitely take the moment to say, hey, it's not a big deal if you do, pass. Because at this point, it would just be passing 4 days just working on stuff and then traveling and working on more stuff. But I am going to drop on one last mission before I travel. And since I'm not able to drop at full strength, I'm not going to hit one of the 1.5 skull missions. Especially since the 1.5 skull blackout is against Republic. So, clan tech, potentially scary stuff. And ambush convoy, again, it's against Republic, and we're not dropping at full strength. So we're not going to do the 1.5 skull missions. We could do the 1 skull blackout. And that is sort of interesting, because it is against planetary government. And that is potential for almost 1 million C-bills. If we don't have a massive supply of C-bills available whenever we travel, we may end up having to scrap something, sell stuff, to be able to successfully travel and get all the work done that we want. Because again, we do have some Clan XL engines I would like to put into a few of our mechs. So I am, I think, going to drop on the 1 skull blackout. The half skull escort, since we only are going to really have enough fatigue to drop on one mission and then possibly one more if we wait, if we drop on one more mission before we travel after Beta Pod's done, we actually might still drop on the escort. But I think for now, we are definitely going to drop on the 1 skull blackout. This is the higher priority mission because it does have the much higher payout. Escort, the most we'd be able to get here is 500,000 if we went all in on money. So we're going to drop on the 1 skull blackout. We're going to go for almost 1 million C-bills. That should be enough to install one of the Clan XL engines. And yeah, we could drop the Incubus. We could drop the Incubus. And yes, we're going to be risking a lot of good stuff. And yes, it does run hot, but it runs hot and it has this clan large pulse laser that generates 37 heat. So if we just don't fire that unless we absolutely need it, we still have 2 clan medium lasers and 4 clan machine guns. So it is still better than the Locust, and that is bringing value. So I think we will still drop it. Again, the biggest thing is we are risking a lot of good equipment, but as long as it doesn't explode, it's fine. And the Incubus also is very fast, so it's going to be able to generate a lot of evasion. And we're going to put Sarge in it for the extra ECM shield to give it that little bit of extra protection. And with that, we're gonna go. Alright, so just like every other blackout, quick and easy. Go to first point, activate first point. Go to second point, activate second point. And I should have looked at the briefing, but it's fine. This is probably going to be very similar to all the other blackouts that we've done. Probably, maybe, most likely.
Copy that.
So yeah, we are able to get 8 evasion with the Incubus. That's good. That should help us not, you know, necessarily have it explode on us very often.
There.
But
Okay.
yeah, we are just going to push into the target points. If it is turrets, looks like laser turret, missile turret, autocannon turret. So, bushwhacker, get in position here.
Moving out.
Stealth, we're gonna bring around the outside. Incubus is going to, I think, stick with the stealth. Locust, we're gonna bring around this side. And Chaucer is going to be activating the point. Mockingbird is going to get in position, get ready.
Advancing, I guess.
Alright, so now this next turn, before they drop, I think we're going to bring the stealth in to activate the point, because I believe, if I remember correctly, that this further forward cover spot will activate, right? No. Okay.
What do you need?
Well, I definitely want to activate the point this this round. So the Chaucer needs to stay put until we activate, then it can move. I mean, I guess let's go 13 evasion. Put our back to 1 turret so that we can destroy that turret first if it activates. Turret spinning up. Yep, okay. So yeah, we'll strafe around with the bushwhacker. We'll actually strafe around. We're going to get a shot whenever we activate next turn. So we'll just position first in case the turret gets, you know, initiative on us. Here we can actually get... We can get 7 evasion and 40% damage reduction. That's really impressive, actually. And then the Locust, we can just kind of also just, like, break line of sight.
On my way.
Might as well. Chaucer, there's no reason to move. Oh, right, I should look at what turrets there are. Shredder turret. Okay, Shredder turrets tend to be SRMs or MRMs when they're missiles. So that thing's actually terrifying. Large laser turret, so probably large laser, medium laser, machine guns. Light laser turret and light laser turret. Okay. I think we still...
Moving out.
I think we still focus... No, I think we changed priorities and try to destroy the Shredder turret first. SRM 6s, so that's 120 damage. Medium lasers, so that's 50 damage. Also medium lasers, so 50 damage. And, oh, it's a pair of large lasers, and then probably machine guns. Okay. And we can't melee with our melee mech, so... we definitely want to keep the melee mech as safe as possible until the second phase, because it's probably the best bet for getting in close and doing stuff. So we're going to actually break line of sight with the Shredder turret. And we're going to try to take down this large laser turret. Or at the very least, open it. Then again, our SRM Valiants are very good at critting. So are the machine guns on the Locust.
Right here. Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going... Just because there's so much crit chance between the two of them,
Oh,
I am going to reserve with the Stealth and the
Yeah.
Locust. Incubus. Okay. So the Incubus we can move into cover and potentially destroy, actually. No, because the Pulse Laser and the... I mean, those are great hit chances, but I don't think that this is going to be able to shred through and open it up for the machine guns. That said, I think it's still worth doing, because by not firing the machine guns, we can save on heat. Because you can see, if we Alpha Strike in this biome, we're basically at the red line already. But if we drop the machine guns and just fire the lasers, we can afford the heat a little bit. And those hit chances. So, large laser turret, significant damage. Beautiful.
Waiting for orders.
With Scion, we're going to keep line of sight to the other two turrets broken to try to reduce the damage we take.
You betcha.
And we're going to shoot the light shredder turret because this is going to be the Alpha Strike that is most likely to be able to really open it up. And yeah. There we go. It is open.
Hey there.
Which means now we can go in with Braver, and we definitely want 8 evasion. Yep. The hit chance should update once we actually arrive and have line of sight. Should. Does he have no sensors? He has no sensors. Amazing. And we're still going to all in. 50-50 is bad on a turret, but it's still enough.
Reporting.
It is still enough. Tainted Loki. Kind of going to try to take damage with Tainted Loki.
Roger.
Give them proximity on the Showster so that he's likely to be in more optimal range than our mechs, so that hopefully the medium lasers shoot at him. And we're also going to go all in on that.
All weapons.
Not so much because of crit chance, but just to do whatever little chip damage we can.
What? No.
Rusalka also is going to get some distance and shoot the large laser turret with just the lasers. Not going to drop the bombs yet, saving those for the second activation.
This might hurt.
Okay, we got a crit on something.
Critical hit, Commander. Commander.
And here we go, Hellion. This should be a kill.
Location confirmed.
We're moving for highest hit chance. We're sacrificing a little bit of defense. But again, with the Showster being closer, so firing medium lasers at extreme range, as I mentioned before, is, I believe it's a difficulty 6 versus optimal range, which is, I think, a penalty of 2. So that it should have, even though she's got 5 evasion and he's got 8, she's also in the forest. So them shooting at Hellion is going to have a considerably lower hit chance than them shooting at Tainted Loki.
Here we go.
And we just go all in. There's a turret down. 2 large lasers off the board. That's 80 damage pinpoint that we just took down. Well, 80 damage between 2 40 damage pinpoint weapons.
Reporting. Minimal damage.
And indeed, they're shooting at the Showster. Beautiful. That's exactly why we put him there.
Damage. Minimal.
So far we have 0 repair bill.
Yep.
And we can just kind of go in and do the things. Worth noting, even with the heat we've got, we're still able to get 6 evasion move and 8 evasion sprint. That's pretty cool.
On it.
So yeah, Incubus going in. Incubus not able to fire everything. I mean, I guess we could fire everything if we wanted to overheat, but we're not going to. Actually, what does dropping the medium lasers do? Dropping the medium lasers actually does... it actually does reduce the heat compared to... Yeah, we actually save more heat dropping the 2 medium lasers than we did the large pulse laser. But the large pulse laser... Large pulse laser is what? 50... No, 17, 34, 51. So we'd be losing out on potentially 9 damage. And can we fire all the machine guns? We can fire all the machine guns times 3, so...
Firing.
Sure. There was a chance.
What can I do for you?
There was a chance. Yeah, we're gonna use this Alpha Strike to open up the other turret.
On my way.
And this should be
Got it.
quite significant. Yep. So, structure's exposed.
Another hit like that?
Yeah.
Easy peasy. This Alpha Strike should actually fully
I got it.
open
Don't
and
think,
potentially crit
don't
out this
shoot,
turret.
Just run.
So that's fun. Beautiful.
One
Also,
last
double heat
turret,
sinks.
Check it out.
Excuse me. Also, double heat sinks. So,
Commander?
that's good. That's, like, really nice. Yeah, being able to potentially salvage a double heat sink kit would be useful, since I think we have 3 mechs, potentially 4 mechs if we start building the line holder, that we need double heat sink kits for if we, you know, want to have the best chance of building some solid stuff. But, yeah. So now we just move to the second point, and I'll see you there. Alright, so... okay. Looks like it's an ambush. Y'all. Alright, so this is an ambush. Buildings explode, and now we've got enemies. Firestarter, FS-1H, Cattle Master. So we got bolt-on incendiary rockets, taser rifle, probably 2 machine guns, and everything else is broken. Firestarter with bolt-on incendiary rockets and heavy flamers. And then question mark, question mark. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and sprint. Because I'm pretty sure we can't actually shoot.
Yeah.
Because we're out of combat right now. Definitely gonna sprint in.
I'm going.
Sprint in. Get cover. Beautiful. Bushwhacker. Then again, I don't really want to line up the Bushwhacker for stray shots, so... I think we're gonna actually swing over to the side since we do have long range on our side. And then... Incubus, I'm gonna move for... Actually move for 8 and cover. That's nice. So we've got 40% damage reduction and 8 evasion. I like this Incubus. I really like this Incubus. Locust, we're actually going to swing over here just to not give them line of sight.
On my way.
Mockingbird, we're going to keep the high ground in case they decide to shoot at the Mockingbird. We're just going to take the high ground over here, so we might be able to get around in a flank. Also, we actually see that we're against also a Mongoose 67. Mongoose tend to have pretty accurate lasers. And then a Locust 5V, was it? Locust Pirate. Okay. Regardless, not super... our stealth took damage. Now we have repair time. It's fine, though. We're looking pretty good. We are looking pretty good. Yeah, especially if they keep shooting the Chasseur. Although, they're firing Incendiary. Incendiary does double damage against the Chasseur. Uh-oh. Yeah, each of those flamers just did 48 damage.
That was a nasty hit.
Okay. Tainted Loki is open and in fire. So if we drive through the fire and the damage goes to the right side, our Chasseur explodes. If we don't fire and we just stand in the fire, or if we don't move and we just stand in the fire, the Chasseur will take damage, and if it goes to the right side, the Chasseur explodes. So we really need to do some work here. So what initiative is this? This is 15. So we've got 2 activations, then the Hunter will go. Unless we offensive push the Hunter. And the other one's the stealth. And again, the hunter might kill the Chaucer if we don't do something to stop it. Also, I kind of have to shoot past the Chaucer. That's not great. Yeah, I can't swing wide and then get the shot on the mech that hasn't activated yet. So I basically just have to decide where I shoot at the Chaucer, or past the Chaucer from. So here we got 48s and a 67. 42s and a 48. 42, 55, 62. So, yeah, we're going to go with move and shoot.
Moving out.
We're going to go with move and shoot. And hopefully we don't stray shot the Chaucer. That would, you know, be unfortunate. Okay, taser rifle destroyed.
Huh?
Machine guns, small lasers, bolt-on, incendiary rockets. What does he have left? Nothing. We destroyed all of his weapons. Okay, so that means we don't actually... I don't think we have to care about the hunter. I think we can just focus on something else. So punching the mongoose will give us cover, as well as, you know, doing damage. So I think that is the play. We're going to punch him. So I have 3 hexes to choose from, so I'm going to pick one that's not shooting towards the Chaucer. And, yeah. That's all there is to that. Beautiful. Oh, a head hit. Nice. Alright. Hunter. Moving and bracing.
What do you need?
Because he has no weapons left. Nice. I mean, we could potentially one-shot this fire starter. And those vehicle flamers are very, very dangerous.
Understood.
Very dangerous. Although we are running through fire, so heat is an issue. Yeah, we will overheat if we shoot everything. And since the machine guns don't really matter unless we get him open, as long as either of the medium lasers hit back, he will be open. Which means I think we fire the 2 medium lasers, then all the machine guns, and I think we go all in with all the machine guns. So that if either medium laser hits, we have a very high chance of doing some work. Yup. Beautiful. So that's 2 heavy flamers, and I think it was machine guns with incendiary ammo off the board.
What do you need?
The Chaucer, we want to put our right side and our turret away. We can't really turn the turret away, but we can break line of sight with the high ground and turn so that our left side is presented to the enemies, as long as the fire doesn't kill. Beautiful. It did go a little bit to the side. We took 2 damage on the side, but it wasn't quite enough to kill.
What's up, boss?
Alright, Locust. I mean, Locust can't really get in anyone's back. So I think we just go in... do those hit chances get better? I mean, also if we get... Oops. Camera. Please cooperate. If we get too close to the unarmed hunter, he can still punch or kick. I mean, if the hit chances don't update very much, that's still a great hit chance compared to a terrible hit chance. So yeah, let's do that.
What this baby can do.
Let's do that. We also have cover from standing in the broken building, so that's cool. Yeah, 29.8 and 24 versus 70s. Yeah. Alright.
Let's do this.
Okay.
What? No.
That's fine. I don't really want to waste my attacks on the guy with no weapons. Like, he can still melee. He is still a threat. But I could shoot a Locust in the back.
Copy.
And obviously, since the stealth punched, I'm not going to use the bombs right here. Right yet. Locust, yeah, we got some damage coming.
The back.
We have 1 medium laser hitting him. Okay. we now have turrets on our side. This is one of the things that can happen with a ambush at the second point. So the turrets, if they activate, can be on our side like these, or if the ambush is slightly different, the turrets could be activated and then the ambushers can hijack them and then we have to fight them, or the ambushers can just activate them and we have to fight against them. But in this particular situation, yeah, we have turrets on our side. What kind of turrets are they, though? LRM turret, that's cool, so that can't stray shot us. Calliope has medium pulse lasers, so there should be high accuracy, but they can stray shot us. LB-20 turret, oh dear.
I'm here.
Yeah, that's scary. We do not want minimum distance of... Yeah, we don't want the LBX turret firing especially at our stealth. So I think we definitely want to try to kill the mongoose before... I think we want to kill the mongoose before it activates. But then again, the locust could move into a position where... I'm actually going to wait with the mockingbird and try to kill anything that's lined up with our units that have already gone. So, here comes their locust. Shooting the turret. Beautiful.
Yeah.
And now, with the stealth, we can punch the mongoose from the other side.
Yep. Here we go.
Hit, hit, shoot, shoot, shoot. And that's a kill. Okay. We do not need to worry about the mongoose anymore.
Standing by.
And then... I mean, we could get in his back and shoot him with a machine gun and some lasers. And leave room for other people to get in his back.
Position confirmed.
And stay away from the guy that can only punch or kick. Yeah, sounds like a plan. Absolutely sounds like a plan.
Yep.
Sarge. Also getting in his back. And we're going to mostly just shoot the machine guns. Yeah, I think we're mostly just going to shoot the machine guns. Actually, can I turn the machine guns down just a hair? Yeah. So that would be 2, 4, 8, 12 damage that we're dropping. Well, 14 damage that we're dropping. So yeah, no, I'm just going to go all in with the machine guns, and fire's just... Yeah, that's over. That's over. Okay. Then yeah, we're just going to fire one medium laser.
Here we go. Let's hit him hard.
Okay.
Mech destroyed.
So that's... Yeah, that's another fusion core meltdown. Nice, nice. I think all of our mechs were out of the blast radius, though. Because this damage the stealth has was already from being shot earlier. So yeah, I don't think any of our mechs were actually in the blast radius of the reactor meltdown, or the core meltdown. And then that little guy didn't really do much.
Okay, let's go.
And he's in a position where we can use our bombs. So let's do that. Did not kill.
I've got
Surprised.
multiple weapons.
I'm actually surprised. Okay.
Good to go.
He's in pretty bad shape. All we can really do here is fire indirectly. That's fine. And yeah, might as well. Yeah, shooting at him indirectly does still cost money for the missiles we fire, but that's a kill. Alright, hopefully the turrets drop something grabbable, or it's, worth grabbing. And there we go. 863,000 C-bills. Basically no damage. I think the stealth took a little bit. And the locust also took like the slightest bit. So we probably got 1 day on each. They want a locust pirate part. The whole 4 cattle master parts. And they're going to put 5 200 cores, some heavy machine gun tracer ammo, standard fusion engines, and medium lasers. I'm going to accept that, in part because I don't want the locust or hunter parts, and in part because if I get the engine cores or standard fusion engines randomly, I can immediately sell them for decent money. So yeah, definitely accepting that. There's a full mongoose, but it's a 25 tonner, and we're a bit past 25 tonners. The fire starter is interesting, though. Don't we already have fire starter parts? Actually, no, not components, storage. Oh, we can already build a fire starter S. This fire starter, though, I'm pretty sure was primitive. So I don't really care about it. But at the same time, there's not much. There's not much. Fire control machine gun is actually bad. What? +2 shots with machine guns. But they also generate 40% more heat, have -1 accuracy, and +1 recoil. Why would you ever use that? Primitive fire control. A single double heatsink. You know what? We actually don't have any. Before I grab it, though, let's look and see if there's anything better than a single double heatsink. Another heavy industrial armor. There's 2 more heavy industrial armors. That's... I mean, it does say industrial TSM, so yeah, I don't think we can use it with the TSM Endo armor. Industrial structure just doubles the weight. Okay. Rangefinder. There we go. Rangefinder gives us +1 gunnery and increased sight range. And if we don't already have a cockpit upgrade, that's just a straight upgrade. No tonnage required, no slots required. Recon sensor, immediate pickup. I guess one of the turrets had a recon sensor or something. Spiked helmet. Plus 10% charge damage, resist 1 injury, and +1 guts, but -1 everything else. If you're building a dedicated charge mech, it's good. Otherwise, it's kind of garbage. Standard fusion engines, 400,000. Like I said, if we get them randomly, it's a bit of money. It's actually a triple stack of heavy machine gun tracer ammo. But it's not worth a priority pick. Okay. I'm glad I went mostly money. Engine core 200. Actually, we didn't have one, so it's good to have around. Just having more options when you're installing engine cores is better. Primitive fire control, gone. We got the double heatsink. Rangefinder. Searchlight. So, Searchlight gives a bonus to sensor detection. And it also provides additional, the fog of war stays revealed. So, if you have a little, quick scout mech that you can run up into the front lines with, the searchlight can help your long-range fire support mechs get a, get a hit chance. But, yeah. Inferno SRM ammo, it's good. It's actually really good. So I'm happy to see that. But we basically got everything worth having on the salvage screen. Alright, 3,000 C-bills and the Stealth and Locust each have 1 day of repair. So once again, we're gonna bump the Irby to the top. We're gonna get 1 day done on Stealth, 1 day done on Locust. Firestarter will get 1 day done before the Irby's done. And in 3 days, we'll have our people ready to drop, except Hellion, actually. Hellion won't be ready until the 4th day. Which is fine. Because that, I mean, waiting 3 days versus waiting 4 days literally makes no difference since we're planning on traveling after the beta pod's done. So we can finish the beta pod in 4 days, immediately hire our new Mechwarrior, drop on a mission, and then travel. So, yeah, looks like tomorrow we'll be doing that, dropping on one last mission, and then... Oh, heck, I've only been recording for like 40-something minutes, so... We'll go ahead and wait the 4 days until the beta pod's done. Yeah, just like that. Yeah, just like that. So it should pop up auto pause and boom, beta pod is done. We have almost 2 million C-bills. Let's see what we want to build. So, as I mentioned, now that we've got beta pod, we have all these different recreation options. And like I said, until we have base morale of 20 before the financial report extravagant, then yeah, it's gonna be a high priority to get a lot of these done. Even though I didn't use anything that cost resolve last mission, in a tougher mission where we're against stronger forces, it's going to be very helpful. So I think we're gonna start with the library. It's only 225,000, but it's +2 morale, +1 tech point, +1 medical points. The other honorable mention for morale and tech points is not available. Wait. Did they? I could have... Okay, here we go. Bar. So, okay. So we have the lounge, which is just +2 morale. Then we have the upgrade lounge, which is just +2 morale. And then we have the bar, which is +2 morale, +1 tech points. So yeah, you used to have more options for morale and tech points, but it makes sense that they, made it morale specific now that morale upgrades actually really matter. We could also go training module 2. It would be done in 15 days. And it would give us +1 morale as well as more experience per day. But, worth noting, Training Module 1 is giving us 30 experience per day. Up to a total of 200,000. Training Module 2 is only 20 additional experience per day. And then Training Module 3 is another 30 experience per day. So, Training Module 1 and 3 are equally, the equal increases, but Train Module 2 is actually less of an increase than the others. But it does also give morale, so if it also gives morale, it's kinda... So morale and tech point versus morale and experience for our Mechwarriors, I think I'm gonna go with Training Module 2. Huh. Lock in, final answer, Training Module 2. Okay. So... Tomorrow we're going to immediately drop on another mission. We have nothing but the Phoenix Hawk, which is already ready, and the Incubus and Firestar that need to be worked on. We have Extravagant, so we can absolutely build the last couple mechs before we travel, or, whatever. But for next episode... Oh yeah, right. I was going to look at the Irby because Weapon Bay, right? So, we have the wing mount bomb clusters. That we just drop in. Okay. So we can just drop those in. And I thought we had Weapon Bay. I thought we had some Weapon Bay, Oh no, that's right, it was in the shop. It was in the shop that I saw the weapon bay. So yeah, I don't see anything. Okay, it's hard points. So we have 2 weapon bay hard points and 3 wing mount hard points. Okay. So yeah, we absolutely can. We absolutely can go to the store and buy some more bombs and things for our little Irby lamb. So we have 2. Wasn't there also an Inferno bomb? Did we buy the Inferno bomb? I thought there was also Inferno bomb. Is it maybe under equip? No. I could have sworn there were Inferno bombs that we had the option of buying. Whatever, it's fine. But I think we will buy the ammo cluster weapon or cluster bomb weapon bay. Like, it's not a lot of damage, it's not a lot of stability damage, but it is something. So, oh, it's also 2 shots. So yeah, we were able to drop it twice. I'm not seeing where it says how much, like, carry capacity it takes. But, you know what, they did the rework of the lambs, so let's actually buy 2, because we do have the 2 weapon base slots. So now we can really, oh, there it is, tonnage, 2. Oh, does weapon, hold on. Do weapon bay weapons take actual tonnage instead of the, like, the wing mounts? Okay. It's under ammo, but we did not get the... Okay. So we're at 17.3. Yeah, okay. So these take tonnage rather than carry capacity. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Which means if we use them, we're out of tonnage. Oh, no, that... Okay. For some reason, I thought we were already at 29, not 19. So yeah, that's cool. We're gonna have actually some decent weaponry. I mean, yeah, it's single shot on the bomb clusters and 2 shots on the other bomb clusters, but that's some really good AoE damage. Like, we're gonna be able to make a giant boom. Cool. But we'll do that when we travel. For now, that's been your episode of Roguetech for the day. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, have a good one.